Top 10 Most Dangerous Countries You Shouldn't Visit. Hey, welcome to 1MT Travelers. In this video, we are going to tell you top 10 most dangerous countries you shouldn't visit. It can be daunting to think about traveling to a new country, and when it comes to safety, it's important to take extra caution. With that in mind, here's a list of the top 10 dangerous countries you shouldn't visit. From political unrest to high crime rates, these countries have a variety of factors that make them a risk to travelers. Watch on to learn more about which countries you should avoid and why. Before moving forward, if you are new to our channel, don't forget to like and subscribe our channel for future interesting videos. 1. Afghanistan. Afghanistan is one of the top 10 dangerous countries you shouldn't visit. There is a high risk of terrorism, insurgency, and armed conflict due to the presence of several insurgent groups, including the Taliban and Al-Qaeda. The security situation in the country is volatile, with numerous incidents of violence and attacks on civilians. The U.S. Department of State has warned against all travel to Afghanistan and recommends that Americans avoid areas where there is a heightened risk of violence. 2. Central African Republic. The Central African Republic is one of the top 10 dangerous countries you shouldn't visit due to the extreme political unrest in the region. Civil war and armed conflict has been ongoing since 2013, resulting in a humanitarian crisis with thousands of people displaced from their homes. Violence and unrest has increased in recent years, leading to a high risk of kidnap, armed robbery, and other security threats. It is strongly advised to avoid all travel to the Central African Republic due to the unpredictable situation. 3. Iraq. Iraq is one of the top 10 dangerous countries you shouldn't visit due to its long history of sectarian violence and armed conflict. The country has seen various periods of instability and unrest, including the recent rise of the Islamic State, ISIS, and the ongoing fighting between different factions. The country is still in turmoil, with no clear solution in sight. Travelers should exercise extreme caution when visiting Iraq, as it is very easy to become a victim of violence or kidnapping. Additionally, travelers should ensure that they are aware of the risks associated with entering Iraq, such as the danger of terrorist attacks, road safety, and other security issues. 4. Libya. Libya is one of the top 10 dangerous countries you shouldn't visit. Political unrest, ethnic divisions, and a poor security situation have plagued the North African nation for years. In 2014, the civil war in Libya resulted in thousands of deaths and injuries. In addition to political turmoil, there are high levels of crime and terrorism. The Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, ISIS, have established a presence in Libya, and attacks by extremist groups are common. It is not safe to travel anywhere in Libya, and the U.S. Department of State recommends against all travel to Libya. 5. Mali. Mali is one of the top 10 dangerous countries you shouldn't visit. While the country offers a unique cultural experience, it also is home to numerous militant groups who carry out violent attacks against tourists. The main risks include abductions and bombings, both of which have been ongoing in Mali since 2012. There are also high levels of criminal activity, including theft and cases of malaria, cholera, and other diseases, making Mali an unsafe place to travel. As such, travelers should avoid all non-essential travel to this country. 6. North Korea. North Korea is undoubtedly one of the top 10 dangerous countries you shouldn't visit. It has been under the rule of an oppressive government for many years and has had several instances of political instability and violence. Visiting North Korea without authorization from the government is strictly prohibited, and those who do attempt to enter the country without approval may face serious consequences. North Korea is also known for its nuclear arsenal, making it a hotspot for international tension. Therefore, due to the extreme risk involved in visiting, tourists are urged to avoid the country. 7. Pakistan. Pakistan is among the top 10 dangerous countries you shouldn't visit. The country has a long history of political turmoil and religious extremism, making it a dangerous destination for travelers. In recent years, Pakistan has become known as a breeding ground for terrorism. with many terrorist groups operating within its borders. This has led to frequent violence and attacks, as well as kidnappings and bombings. For example, in December 2014, a Taliban-affiliated group attacked an army school in Peshawar, killing over 140 people. Additionally, the U.S. Department of State has issued travel advisories warning visitors to stay away from Pakistan's borders with Afghanistan and Iran due to potential terrorist activity. Visitors should also take extreme caution when traveling in Balochistan and the federally administered tribal areas FATA. 8. Somalia. Somalia is one of the top 10 dangerous countries you shouldn't visit. The security situation in Somalia remains highly volatile and unpredictable due to ongoing conflicts between militant groups and the Somali government, as well as terror attacks. It is also a piracy hotspot in the Indian Ocean, with armed pirates regularly attacking ships in the area. In addition, Somalia is home to many militant Islamist groups, making it a high-risk destination for travelers. The U.S. Department of State has warned travelers against visiting Somalia due to the risk of kidnapping and other violent acts. 9. South Sudan. South Sudan is one of the top 10 dangerous countries you shouldn't visit. The situation in South Sudan is highly volatile and the danger of armed conflict is ever present. Since its independence from Sudan in 2011, South Sudan has seen a bloody civil war which has resulted in a significant number of civilian deaths and displacement. With ongoing civil unrest and fighting between rival factions, South Sudan is incredibly unstable and is an incredibly dangerous place to visit. Those that do choose to visit the country should exercise extreme caution and have a well-thought-out plan before they set off. Additionally, travelers should be aware that many parts of South Sudan are considered no-go zones, so it's important to thoroughly research any planned travel route before you leave. 10. Syria. Syria has been the site of some of the world's deadliest conflicts in recent years and continues to be one of the top 10 most dangerous countries you shouldn't visit. The country is currently engaged in a civil war that began in 2011 and has created one of the worst humanitarian crises of this century. It is extremely difficult for foreigners to get into Syria due to strict government regulations, and those who do manage to enter will find themselves in a war-torn country with no safety guarantees. The presence of terrorist organizations like ISIL, Al-Qaeda, and other rebel groups has made it even more dangerous for travelers. Anywhere in Syria should be avoided by tourists, as the risk of violence, kidnapping, and terrorism is incredibly high. If you enjoyed from this video, don't forget to like and subscribe our channel for future interesting videos like this. Thanks for watching.